Well, it's a Monday, not morning, but it's a Monday edition of the 30-Minute Musings. How did your fantasy team do, dummy? Yeah. Football. This country has become football obsessed. It's a fetish. Too much. And no one's really happy. You know, that's the great part about it. No one's really happy. You win by 10, should have been by 17. This sucks. And then to the point of like, this guy got hurt, what a pussy. Yeah, it's always exciting to hear that. Or the braggadocious guy that, I love some of the kids I work with. They sound like they're in a karate movie when they're watching a highlight or a replay. If someone's on their fantasy team, they'll always be watching the TV, and then just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, oh, big pass, oh yeah, woo! They sound like they're in a karate movie. It's fucking hysterical, the fact that they're beyond the age of like 14 and making those noises. And it's something they can't even control. But it got them fantasy points. Fantasy points sounds pretty lame, doesn't it? Like, I'm more concerned about, how much do I got in the bank right now? What about my vacation hours? Like, that's the thing that kind of keeps me locked in. And not just on a Sunday. Occasional Mondays and occasional Thursdays. Nope. This is round-the-clock kind of stuff. And even still, everything comes in, direct deposit, whatever the case is, be like, all right, not bad. Manage all my other shit. Moving forward. The highs and the lows, moving forward. I don't sound like a karate master in a spaghetti fucking dubbed over Western kind of movie. Woo! Look at money, yes! I make many dollar. It's amusing to me. It's absolutely amusing. You can appreciate what the guy's doing, but the only reason you give two shits is because he's on your fantasy team. Fuck sports. Enough of that already. Yesterday, I did not hit a workout yesterday because I woke up sore and crawled out of bed slow and said, I cannot do this today. Plus, I was there working till fucking midnight 30. Technically this morning. Yeah, that's a rough one. Just the way the schedule is set up. Speaking of the schedule, got a phone call this morning. And the boss said, hey, bit of a mix-up. Wednesday, you got to come in for the early morning. And this isn't on the sports station. This is on the news station. So that means get there at 4 a.m. That means get there at 4 a.m. Get there at 4 a.m. Yep. Today being Monday, well, I'm kind of deciding, boy, do I just go home and stay up as late as I can, as long as I can, into Tuesday, and then pass out whatever time in hopefully the evening? I don't know how to play this one. I really don't. All I know is that I'm going to be 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag come Wednesday. The good news is I'll be done at noon. But, I'll be relatively fried. And just for the most part, done. You know what I mean? Just done. Which means, well, yeah, that gives me tomorrow off, Tuesday. But the way everything was scheduled and lined out beforehand was, I didn't know when my next day off was going to be. Now, because of this, well, I knew I had to work the news station on Wednesday, but because that got bumped up early, that gives me tomorrow off. I'd rather take the hours and get some shit done, put in some work, have the facilities around me to, do some other shit. There's recording studios everywhere. There's tons of free Wi-Fi, so I can, upload shit, download shit, etc. Like these 30-minute musings. Yeah, a lot of this is done while I'm at work, which ain't too bad. Go over to Spreaker, do a quick download. Then take that, convert the damn file into, I think it's an MP4 if I know correctly. Turn it into like a video file and throw that onto YouTube. So I get plenty of time to do that. With other things I'm doing, it's just a couple of clicks, let it sit. You know, it's like Ronco, set it and forget it. That's kind of what it is. So I got other shit to do. But a couple of clicks to get things set up. Okay. Downloaded the file. Now I'm going to convert it into a movie format or whatever. That takes a long time for a 30-minute musing, I'll tell you that much. And it's just running off my laptop. It's not a super-powered ultra machine of processing doom. I don't know what kind of chip I got in this computer. It might be a Dorito. Not too sure about that. Cool Ranch. Well, not even Cool Ranch. Probably just plain. Yep. That's the kind of chip I got in this laptop. It's just a plain old Dorito. Maybe even a Frito, like one of those big-ass scoops. It's like, yeah, that's okay, but the only reason you get those is so you can get at the dip, or the salsa, whatever you're going with. You're not eating the chip for the chip. It's just there as a service tool. At any rate. Oh yeah, the workout yesterday, woke up just so fucking, just sore. You know, because I hadn't worked out in the better part, I'd say 3 weeks. And getting into the groove again this week, oh, yep, it was wearing on me. So I took yesterday off from workouts. Didn't do a thing. I was telling myself, wake up and do some yoga. Well, that night before, Saturday night, I'm like, oh, you know, when you wake up, do some yoga. Some good, just kind of get a good stretch, a little bit of core posturing and all that shit. Some static movements. Like, that'll be good. I didn't even have that kind of ambition. I was like, holy shit, just really sore. Can't really move. Just to kind of do that walking in place, bringing your knees up high. Oh boy, was that a stretch in the glutes. That was all sore. It didn't hurt to walk, but I was sore, you know, in the action, the motion of walking. Like, damn, yeah, I better take a day off here. That's all right. Today, though, I did the CVX, Cardiovascular Extreme. Did pretty well with it. Heart rate went okay. Got a good burn in the legs from kind of the jumping and the squatting and all that shit that's involved with it. Got pretty good on that one. When the heart and lungs are getting worked, whew, it don't take much for everything else. Shoulders got a little warmed up. So that was good. The fact that it was a cardio-style workout. And I was able to get through the whole thing. Did I take an extra break? Maybe once, just to get a nice big gulp of cold water. Excuse me. Because I keep my water in like a big old bottle. I'm not gonna lie. I keep my water in a big ass liquor bottle, empty obviously. And I'll let that chill in the fridge. And then I just have like a cup or a glass that I'll, you know. So I poured from my liquor bottle full of water into a normal little glass, and whoop, there we go. All right. So I took a mildly extended break there. 30 seconds, maybe it went to a minute. I don't know. Wasn't much. But my glass was empty, and I wasn't just going to slam straight out that bottle. Speaking of which, the water thing, because, you know, a bit of a health food junkie. You know, call me a hippie, I don't know. Not too many hippies have receding hairlines. They like to grow their hair out and maybe get dreadlocks out of it. But, being on the health food shit that I'm doing, it's my lifestyle. Being mixed in with that, I've been going to Whole Foods, and they have this little, it's like, we'll call it a water dispenser, call it what you will. But it is it feeds out, like, reverse osmosis filtered water, I don't know. But apparently, water that's kind of filtered in that reverse osmosis style, whatever the hell, apparently that's some of the cleanest shit you can get. Because I've already said, you know, the water that's coming out of your sink and all that shit, the water you bathe in and all that stuff, yeah, there's all kind of, there's, what, fluoride is in there, there's probably chlorine in there, you know, to make it bacteria free. Yeah, your body doesn't need that shit. So yeah, I'm bathing in this chemical crap every day, but trying to go about it different as far as the shit that I consume and the stuff I drink. So, going at Whole Foods, and I bought this big ass, it's like a 5-gallon jug. And believe me when I say 5 gallons of water is pretty fucking heavy. I mean, picture a gallon of milk. Yeah, pick up 4 more of those. And try to, lumber about the goddamn store with that thing. It's pretty heavy. But 5 gallons worth, that's a good amount for me. And yeah, well, I got an empty liquor bottle that I figured, yeah, rinse that thing out and use that. It's kind of my, a decent transport vessel, if you will. Well, I keep it in the fridge, keep something on tap that's cold. Because that 5-gallon jug doesn't fit in the fridge. I mean, that's literally sitting on the floor. But that plastic container, the big old jug, it says that it's BPA free. Yeah, I mean, I'm even that kind of hardcore where I try not to drink out of plastics or styrofoam cups or nothing like that. Glass is probably one of the cleaner things you can, drink out of. So I have this big old glass mug that I drink out of, and I'm keeping my reverse osmosis water in an empty liquor bottle. Crown Royal Regal Apple, in case you're wondering. So that first bit of filling up that bottle was had a hint of apple in there. So that was kind of fun, but yeah, maybe along the way I'm telling myself, yeah, maybe I should get another bottle of something soon. A little drink with dinner or something. My brother calls up during the evenings if he's done with work. I just got home, having something to eat. Well, he's always cracking open a beer. Doesn't fucking matter. That's what he does. But he's cracking open a beer, watching a ball game or something. It's like, all right, I'm having my dinner, whatever, and I'm gonna have me a drink. Why not? Fuck it, cheers. Boom, throw one down. So I'll get another empty bottle soon enough. I do have, I took a picture of that Captain Morgan Cannon Blast. That cute little bottle that looks like a cannonball. I finished that bottle on Saturday. Saturday was Talk Like a Pirate Day. I had a recording for that setup. I did a quick video that I just threw directly to my Facebook page. Couple of responses, not too bad. I thought there'd be a little bit more, because I thought Talk Like a Pirate Day would kind of be a really cool thing for everybody to have fun with. But nonetheless, that's when I finished that bottle, so I almost just want to keep that bottle. Just because, well, it's shaped like a cannonball. It's a small, I don't know, about the size of a grapefruit, I'd say. And that's just a cool bottle to keep. I don't know if I'll be using that as a vessel to hold my water. Hold on, I think there was some coins rattling around in the fucking, in the cup holder. At any rate, yep, even clean water now, that's what I'm trying to do. And trying to drink the shit out of fucking glass. I usually don't drink out of plastic cups. I've been drinking, when I'm at home, I usually drink out of a giant glass mug. That, I don't know, it might be, I'd say it's about a liter, volume-wise. I'm not a measuresmith, I don't know. I don't know these things. I'm gonna guess it's about a liter. That's a good amount of water. Oh, and the other day when I had to get the refill on my 5-gallon jug, I bought I'll call it a thermos, if you will. But I got a glass one. It's the Camel Pack, whatever it is. It's decent. It's a glass deal. It's like a glass thermos bottle, I guess. Best way to describe it. And it's kind of got the little spout nozzle, the little rubber nipple thing, with a built-in like a straw that goes all the way to the bottom of the container. Now, that's not so bad. I just kind of wish it was just a lid that I could just unscrew and just drink out of, like tip it back on my own instead of having to, bite down on this rubber nipple and, drink through a straw. But it is a glass container, so there we go once again. And that big-ass 5-gallon jug that says that it's BPA-free, so as far as a plastic goes, hey, at the very least, it's pretty damn clean. And hopefully not bleeding into that water with all the hormone disruptors and all that shit. So, taking that for what it's worth, I'm hopeful that the damn sticker is true. But that's where I'm at so far. I really don't know what I'm going to do, well, for work I'm talking about. Got to work tonight, but then tomorrow I'm off. But I got to be in Wednesday morning at 4 a.m., which means I'm waking up at what, 2:30 in the morning? For fuck's sakes, that's just a little heavy, isn't it? Whew. It's a bit much. Don't know how I'm going to pull that one off, but I'm going to need me some coffee for it. So I'll probably brew some of that up. If not tonight, then tomorrow for sure. Here's something else. Another video game thing. But this one is something that, I'd call it topical, I guess. But a while back, I got a free download of a video game. And only recently started playing it. Now, the thing is, they only gave me episode 1 for free. So yes, so far they've finagled me to download/pay for episode 2 and 3. But it is a video game, The Walking Dead. Now, I've never seen the shows. I don't know if there's any kind of linear tie-in to the show as far as the characters and all that shit. Apparently this game is kind of based on the comic books. And this game itself was made like in 2011, I think, maybe 2012. So it's already a couple years old. New to me, though. Plus, I downloaded it because it was free. Why not? Well, episode 1, that was. In the episodes, depending on, your pacing through things, it could take you an hour or two. Now, whether that's worth your price, whatever. It's fairly, for video gamers, it's fairly point and click, which can seem boring. I understand that. That's not for everybody. That's kind of old school. Sierra games were like that. Leisure Suit Larry was like that. Space Quest and all that stuff. Sierra games were notorious point and click, and that's old graphics. I'm talking, not PAL graphics, DOS graphics. Back in the day, Like that kind of shit, point and click style. And it's, this Walking Dead game is very much that, but at the same time, the actions that you do, something goes down, some walkers, some zombies break through the fucking door, and, who do you help? Do you help this person or do you help this person? The choices that you make in this game, obviously help things proceed in a certain direction. Because, you got 2 people to help. Which one do you help? This one. Okay, the other one dies. They get eaten by walkers or zombies. Yeah, for those that don't know the show, they call zombies walkers. Because, I don't know, they are the Walking Dead walkers, Not like the thing Grandma has to walk around, get around the house with, but same namesake. So anyway, these walkers, that's... You choose, like, oh shit, who do you help, this person or this person? And there is a bit of a timer, a sort of sands through the hourglass kind of. It goes quick, so you got to make your choice pretty speedy of what you're going to do. There's also times where a conversation will be started, or it's continuing as far as some shit goes down. Well, okay, let's just go back to our first scenario. Some walkers break into the room, and there's 2 people. You have to save one of them. Who do you go to save? Well, whether you go to save them first or you just go to save them, whatever the case is. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that as I said it, you go to save this person, the other person gets eaten by the walkers, and they're now a zombie, whatever. They're dead, essentially. Well, the other people in your group, this may come up in conversation. Now, keep in mind, the person you saved, they're much obliged. Like, they say, like, wow, you chose to save me. Like, they'll remember that, and they'll kind of favor you in certain events that, kind of lead through in the future. Because, dude, you saved my life, they're going to remember that. But at the same time, let's just say, that you saved that person. Well, what if the other person was, the spouse of somebody else in the party? Why didn't you save my wife, you son of a bitch? Now that guy is going to be all pissed off at you because you didn't choose to save his wife. That kind of thing. So these choices you make start to kind of unravel upon themselves. And, it's kind of your friendships towards certain people start to sway one way or the other. And you start to see, well, this person's just a straight up jerk off, but he's got a gun. Or this person's really nice and kind and understanding, but they're useless as tits on a bull. You're not getting through to them whatsoever. Merging. How much room do I got there, car? Just give me some room. My blinker's on, you fucko. There we go. But it's a very, very good game. I'll say the writing and the character development. Graphically, it has a very cool comic style look to it. It's nothing fancy for nowadays fucking super, gaming machines and, computer games with their expert fucking graphics. And like I said, it's basically a point and click. This joystick will move your character, walk you around. This joystick is kind of like a little crosshair of shit that you're looking at, more or less. Oh, go over here, there's something I can get. What is it? It's a screwdriver. Okay, pick it up or look at it, whatever. So point and click. That kind of deal. Merging, sorry. But it's very well done in the aspect of, kind of the storyline and the character development, which I'm sure the show is a bit more heavy than this, because after all, this is a video game, and yeah, kind of limited and shit like that, blah, 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 whatever. But I do dig it. I really dig it. I've played through the first 2 episodes. I just downloaded/purchased the 3rd episode today. Or is it the 3rd? The first one is where everything kind of gets set up and just geographically, I don't want to spoil nothing. The first episode is the drugstore. The second episode is the hotel. Wait, it's kind of... No. They get to the hotel. It's kind of the hotel and the dairy farm, I believe. And the 3rd episode is... Well, I haven't started yet, but it's kind of after the dairy farm. So I think the name of the episode is The Long Road Down or something like that. But just good shit, it really is. And yet never saw any of the show. So sorry. I'm sure it's something I could dig. I mean, I'm not everybody, like, internet-wise, ooh, zombie apocalypse, yay! Like, I don't know why they're so drawn to it and stupid about it, but it's kind of a post-apocalyptic feel to it, and I do dig those kinds of things. I mean, I've already mentioned the Fallout video games. I just watched the Mad Max movie, Fury Road. I really dig that. So it just kind of, the world has gone to shit somewhat, and survival. Like, to me, it's all very interesting. It's just an interesting what-if kind of concept. And zombies have been going around for, I don't even know when the first inkling of zombies came into, excuse me. Wow, was that the first yawn? Shit, wasn't keeping track. I haven't been looking for license plates either. I apologize for that too. But, I don't know when the first inkling of zombies, or Walking Dead, if you will, Night of the Living Dead, I don't know when that first came about in literature or film. I mean, hey, Jesus apparently rose from the dead, but let's put that one aside for argument's sake right now. But you know what I mean, like, something rising from the grave, and not just like, Dracula drinking blood and all that. I don't know, maybe, did he come up from the grave? I don't know. I thought they killed him and he rose from the dead. I don't know, maybe. Not insanely familiar with all of it, but nonetheless, just in that sense of a post-apocalyptic, it's a zombie apocalypse. Yeah, I get it. But it's just the writing of this game, the comics, the show, I'm sure, it's kind of you and your own mindset. Like, if you're a part of this group, like, you think that person's an asshole. You think this person, even though they're a gruff son of a bitch, they're sensible and they're looking out for the team as opposed to looking out just for themselves, or whatever the case may be. Like, whatever your heartstrings are and whatever your brainwaves are doing and where they're at. People are going to side with different people in the show, and that's kind of how this game has become, which I like it, because it's interactive. It's not just, I play a lot of sports video games, but you know what sports are. Score more than the other team. You know, various ways to go about that depending on what the sport is. If you're playing really good defense, or if your offense is just super powered and, you know, or your goaltender for whatever sport it might be, he's just a brick wall. You know, there's all ways to score more points than the other team. But with this sort of character development, and, you know, the actions you choose kind of dictate the future, I really dig it. As if I haven't said that about 4 or 5 times already. The character development, I really dig it. Yep. I didn't even have a full cup of coffee today, and I'm feeling pretty good. Well, I didn't wake up sore as shit. That's part of it. But I will say, when I get home tonight, I got a talk show today. Sports talk show. This will be on the sports station. The Miami Dolphins Finsiders. Every Monday through Friday from 4 till 7. Yes, even when football season is not in session, they still do a 3-hour show Monday through Friday. I give them credit, but I cannot talk about one specific team that routinely through the whole fucking year. Football season in session now, yeah, you got some shit you can bounce off of. Hey, did you see the game yesterday? Blah, blah, blah. We had an interview with the coach. Let's do this. Yeah. I give him credit. I don't think I could do that specific job for an entire fucking year and stay sane. What else? After that, I got a little bit of downtime, not much, and then baseball is, well, the Marlins have a day off today. I mean, they've had a day off since July. They're just not good. But they have a scheduled day off today. We pick up we get Monday Night Football tonight. That's the extra I got. And if it's anything like last night, I'll probably be in there till around midnight or so. So, yeah, definitely going to have me some coffee when I get in today. That half a cup I had this morning, whew, can't say it didn't do anything. I mean, I jumped right into cardio. Didn't feel sore. That was the key thing. I think yesterday of not doing anything was kind of a good, just to relax, let my muscles just take in all that oxygen and let it do its thing. Get the blood flowing, all them sore spots. My back, kind of like shoulder blade back there. Woo-wee! That was definitely from pull-ups and all other kind of shit. I tell you what. We're inside the 2-minute warning. A little bit of rain is picking up, like I'm driving right into it. As I head west and as I head south, I'm going to hit more rain. Son of a bitch. Son of a smoking bitch. Well, that's kind of where I'm set up for tonight. I'm going to go home and make my way through another episode of the zombie apocalypse. Woohoo! That's a fun little time. In each episode of that game, there's the 1-minute warning. We're in the red. What is it? Is it 90 seconds in the red or straight up minute? I think it's 90. Whatever. We're in the red. Less than a minute to go. Each episode is, it's about $5. And like I said, it's only an hour, maybe 2 hours worth of playing. But, hey, I can always go back and replay the entire game and do things differently, save somebody else, do this differently, use this item instead of this item, talk this way to this person instead of that way. All kinds of options. And generally, in the case of saving people, 20 seconds. Well, never mind. You heard enough. If you don't like video games, you probably heard enough. You know what I'm doing. Look it up if you need to. A pretty cool looking game. But as we wind down, I'm getting close to my turn. Till we meet again, I will catch your ass down the road.